Rachel Nichols was removed from the jump today, or the jump was canceled. This story is unbelievable to me. I have not seen a personality that's gotten grilled from the left and the right. So she's taking it from both sides, and the story is totally overlooked that her privacy was totally invaded, which is amazing. So far, I've listened to most of the commentary on this. So people like Clay Travis and commentators from the right are happy that somebody they feel who's woke has been caught up, I guess, in their own wokeness. You know, she's bemoaned the fact that she's losing her job because somebody's black, and they've celebrated this like, that's what happens when you're woke. You've been hung by your own values. But funny enough, the left, they don't want to, like, they want to say, "Ooh, these comments are inappropriate and, concerning, and we understand why black employees would have issues with this." And they've totally, so guys like Richard Deitch and the press box guys, Brian Curtis and David Shoemaker, they've totally ignored the issue of how the tape or the video was gotten. That it was gotten from her hotel room. The only one that's touched on it and willing to touch on it has been former ESPN insider Amin Elhassan. Like, he went on the Levitard, and I'm going to put that clip in, and sort of outlines that with the recording app that they had to do off location shoots, that it could be turned on remotely. He outlines how somebody could turn it on remotely and basically listen in on Rachel Nichols. And nobody else is like pointed out how unbelievable this is. Or not even unbelievable, but how inappropriate. Which is interesting because previously ESPN had an issue with Aaron Andrews being spied on by some creep in the next hotel room. If this tape had gotten out by some creep being next door and then releasing the tape of Nichols saying what she said, basically that she was unhappy that she was going to be losing her job, because she felt ESPN was trying to make a correction for their, incredibly crappy history on blacks, and that, why take my job because, not only are you terrible with blacks, but you've been terrible with women and harassing women and failing to promote women and things like that. So it's, if that tape was gotten through some creep next door, with a wiretap, would we be sending it around and commenting, and would she lost her job? So anyway, have a listen to El Hassan. Full credit to him for, just laying it on the line.
I'm allowed to do whatever the hell I want. I'm allowed to do whatever the hell I want. And Jamel, I know at the beginning you said you know Rachel, but you don't know her that well. I know Rachel that well. And I'm of the mind that my friends, I stand up for my friends. When my friends are being misunderstood, I stand up for them. It's a stance that's got me in trouble at work. It's a stance that got me in trouble at home. It's a stance that doesn't provide a whole lot of material value for me other than my peace of mind at night. That I know when my friends get in trouble, I stand up for them. I think one of the things that we need to talk about is the concept of privacy, right?
Once we get the gotcha, though, the privacy, it just vanishes.
But here's the thing. I actually wrote this down because it staggered me that this was the excerpt here. It is not clear why her camera is on, but most people at ESPN believe that Nichols, using new technology during a pandemic, did not turn it off properly. It was effectively the remote pandemic version of a hot mic incident. Bullshit. Bullshit. Rachel knows how to use it. It's the TVU app. We've all used it before the pandemic on remotes. They give you a little iPhone. Now it's an iPad, but they used to give you an iPhone and a tripod. And you hook it up, and you use it.
I found that part fascinating, that once we got the gotcha, everyone stopped caring about, man, none of you would have liked this particular thing to happen to you and spread without anybody being concerned about the privacy, especially at a company where Erin Andrews was in her hotel room and we went through the whole private video thing.
Well, I mean, I guess my question to you, Amin, is like, are you asserting that something nefarious happened? Like, I mean...
You're goddamn right I am. Because I've used the TVU app. I've had the conversations with the people in transmissions about like, not ready to go yet, whatever. It's like, all right, it's all good. We can flick it on. Mm-hmm. They have the control to turn it off and on over there. If your iPad is up, they have you are offline, they can go, nope, boop, you're online. Imagine your Zoom meeting and you left your Zoom meeting and they said, no, you don't, come back right here. They can do that, right? That exists. And because it's not the 20s or whatever, I don't know who came in here. People log in. There's digital fingerprints everywhere. We can at least narrow it down to who was working between those hours. They had access to this thing. And I'm sorry, we talk about management and leadership. The moment that thing happens, regardless of what Rachel says, Rachel could have gone full Trump, and we would have dealt with that later for Rachel. But also, I'm lining up everybody that said, if someone doesn't step up, you're all getting fired. Everyone who worked that ship. Because the reality is, you cannot have violations of privacy happen like that. And when that story broke last year, and I'm kind of following up with Rachel and other people, and I'm realizing, it's not a priority at all for the company to catch the culprit. They kind of say, well, what are we going to do? We don't know how. Maybe she didn't know how to use it. That's ridiculous. It's cowardice. And by the way, it's illegal.
All right. So there it is. Elhassan, you're a G. If you want to see the full clips of that, it's in the link below. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like it. If you don't, then leave your poison below in the comments as well. All right. Thank you. Bye.